Hope I did this right this time because I don't remember. Nobody here yet either. Welcome live to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. What's up, bud? How you doing, Drew? We got rained out tonight. So we were gonna go hit, and we ain't, you know, uh, can't hit. So I said, let's go live. And Chad's sick, so I think Chad, we ain't exactly positive. Chad might have COVID. So how's everybody doing tonight? Let's wait for some more people to get in here. I ain't got anything important to say. I just thought we'd kind of talk softball. If you guys got any questions, hit me up with anything. Just like I said, waiting for some more people to get in here. Hope everybody's doing all right. What's up, Mark? Hope you guys are doing well. We were with me and Dakota. We're still gonna go hit because he can still pitch to me, but it was raining, man. I just couldn't get. We couldn't do it. Hopefully it'll work out tomorrow. Tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, I can go hit or something. So it sucks too because I got a lot of stuff I want to hit and try out. How's everybody doing? I don't even see Chad in here yet. I did get a new bat in yesterday. Um. Oh, I've got a lot of cuts on my the Fat Guy BP bat. A 26 and a 27. I've got well over 300 on each one. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, bud? Man, I got to hit you up, Scotty, to come hit with us, man. I need some more senior guys to come hit with us. But no, I've got well over 300 swings on both my bats. I prefer the 27 right now. I like a heavier bat. I just ordered a 28 too, but yeah, man, I've no durability issues. I will say that. Now it takes longer to break in. I will say that than I anticipated. But like I said, I don't hit that hard. But Chad's got a 25, and he ain't had any problems either. Is that the red one, Robert? They sent me all the Melee fours. I want to say except for the red one. Um, yeah, yeah. I got that one. I can't remember what size we ordered. I want to say we ordered a 27. Um, I don't know. Run PMC. I don't know about the slugger, but what was I asking the question? So Melee 4, I've got one. I didn't care for the weighting of it a whole lot, but when they sent us all those Suncoast bats to do, we all went up a size. So we went up to like, instead of 26s, we all went up a size. The one thing about their bats, man, they have a lot of hand weight in them. And I know they say they weigh their bats in like, what do they call it, a 5-point or some kind of different balance where they all different down the bat and stuff like that. But it just doesn't. It just has a lot of hand weight, in my opinion. But the barrels are phenomenal. The ball jumps off those bats, man. But I plan to hit it. But we've hit it before, and I felt like we needed to go heavier because the loading, it felt like a balanced bat. What's up, bud? Hold on. What can I do for you? No, I sure don't, man.
Todd's still working?
No.
No.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Is Timmy still part? Him and Pam, or they
gone to? Timmy's still over there, but you would have to call him to get a hold of him. All right, bud. Appreciate it. Sorry about that, guys. Mark, they're on sale. Go to Easting Easton Rollins. Go to just Google Easton slow pitch softball bats. Hit the senior thing, and they're on that website for sale. They have the Fosters and they're the only site that still has all the sizes, but they have the Fosters and the new Helmer. Go on there. Smash It Sports has them. I don't know what size you're looking for, but Smash It Sports has them. You can use my discount code there to get you a little bit better price. But at the Rollins, it's like Easton Rollins, but they are on that site. So go on there and get you one before they sell out. But they've got the new ones out yet. We hit ours Wednesday night. I hit one Wednesday night. Yeah, I got one here. No, this one's Chad's because we bought 3 of them. 26 and a 27, and I bought one. I bought a 26 and a 27 for myself, and then I got Chad bought a 26. But yeah, I will say this: you kind of have to watch the review, but there is a difference, a little bit of a difference in them. Does not have the rubber knob. I think the Green Foster didn't have the rubber knob. I know the Helmer did, and to me, I already felt like it was more inloaded. See, what were you saying there? Let's see. Kevin Vasquez, what's your view of how far you stand off the plate in regards of the hitter's height? Also, honestly, man, height does matter, Kevin. But I'm a short guy, and I have some of the shortest arms in the world. I might be great at a bench press contest, but I always suck at getting leverage. But I step off the plate anyhow because I can get. I hit better when I get my arms out there. But everybody's different. I will say that taller guys, you typically stand off the plate more, but it also depends on if you're good about staying inside the ball. And I'm not saying inside out it, but you can stay inside the ball. All right, let's see. They swing like I swing a 28 in the black melee for I could go. Yeah, dude, Robert, they do swing super, super light. What's up, Dennis? Oh yeah, I'm just super excited about that. From I was talking to Jeff, and Jeff said that these new wig poppers are really good. They are different. Really like almost soda pop like. And I haven't hit this. I didn't hit the soda pop until the other night, and holy cow, that bat's hot. Yeah. So David's right. So David, the first thing I noticed was the inlet. It felt like the new Fosters feel more inloaded, in my opinion, and don't have the rubber knob. Whereas, so this is the new Helmer, right? And this has that rubber knob and stuff. You can hear and you hear the difference on the knob. And then you got the Foster, which has the I guess composite knob. You can tell the difference there. But I like the rubber knob, and I'll tell you what, the Helmers were hot as shit too. The only thing with them Helmers is they just got that right here. They flex. They get that flex spot right there, man. And if they ever fix that on their 2 pieces, they'll be. I mean, I will just say this: these things are lights out. But in my opinion, the red one, it breaks in super fast. Is all I gotta say. I mean, I don't want to, but yeah, you don't have to break these in my opinion. I mean, I've only put 30 to 40 swings on mine of the 27 ounce. I was only using Pro M's and NSA balls, and what did it get start out? 225 and on tester, and it already dropped down to like 196 that fast. So it really reminds me a lot last year, like last year's and stuff. It reminds me a lot of a Tantrum. You're asking for Lounzinger or Easinger. Okay, I can't. But you're asking what's the top 3 U-Trip bats? Ugh. I really like the 2-piece Louisville Slugger. Honestly, it don't matter which one; they're all about the same. They're not making any. I don't know why, but they only made like one bat this year that had a full 1 ounce inload, and it still was light, but it was probably one of their best ones, which was the Matt Brady bat. Uh, the One Piece Bedlam, which is kind of like the Tantrums, was really hot. Um, I really like the Pickle Juice. I think that's, to me, I prefer that over the Tantrums or the Bedlam. The Bedlams and the Tantrums get too soft, and it's like what I feel like is that you'll hit the ball sometimes, and you'll like, holy cow, that went. I mean, it went far, and I'm not saying you'll get some distance and some exit velo on it, but it doesn't feel like it. It just has kind of a weird, dull, soft feel to it. Yeah, Dennis, I don't know. I don't know. I think so. The old way guys would load their bats. They put all the weight here in the end cap. Well, now companies weight them through the barrel. And a big reason why the bigger companies do that, especially if it's got a warranty, and they won't ever admit to it, but a big reason they weight them through the barrel and stuff like that, and they don't put a lot of inload in their bats, it's because of the warranty. Like they don't want you to use your warranty. It saves the durability of the bat. Because if you could put a big inload in there and you start swinging that thing harder and faster than what you should, then it's gonna hurt the durability. Plus, you have to send in like your heaviest bat in for like testing, from what I've been told. The Rismondo is basically like the Tantrum. Some people like the Rismondo, the Resi bat better. I don't know why. I know it's a 12-inch barrel, and maybe it breaks in faster. So I will say this, Michael. I've not swung the Resi this year. I've swung the Bedlam, and I do think it's very similar, if I were to guess. But yeah, it's just soft. I did test the short porch soda pop, but I got one used. But it's still on my tester. My tester runs high. It did test 220 on my tester. Um, but they break down fast. These break down super fast. They're probably the fastest breaking down short porch bats I've seen. ASA bat, um, anything Monster. Especially in the heat. Monster is probably the best bat in the heat. Behind that might be the pure 52 300s. Now, if you're using the higher compression balls, the 44 375 balls, um, the protons and the anarchy stuff. If you're in a cooler weather, those are your best bats, in my opinion. No, I just haven't had a chance to Virgil to do any ASA bets. I got to get the guys with me. I can't catch up on reviews right now. That's my biggest problem. And guys are bailing on me, and I'm battling the weather, and it's getting fields. But I've got the new MX Torch, so I'm trying to get that one out. I've got to finish editing. I did the Louisville Slugger ASA Dirty Sanchez bat, the white one with the blue on it. We did that one. I did do some bunch of anarchies this year already. And I did some of the newer tech of the anarchy. I've got this coming once I can go get some swings on it. And this is ASA, the Proton After Dark, Hot Butter After Dark. I got that one to do. But yeah, I got a bunch of more ASA stuff to do. The Monster SB One Piece. Monster SB. Oh, the One Piece. What about it? Oh, the One Piece is really good. Um, but it's got that small barrel, so it's 11-inch barrel. If you got to be a pretty good ball striker, in my opinion. But man, when you hit it, it goes. Yeah, but I'll tell you what, Dennis. If all I had to do was senior reviews, I could catch up. But I do everything, and I feel like I can never catch up. That's the problem I'm having. Like I just wish I could do one. Just all I did was senior bat reviews because I could catch up, and that's all I had to focus on. Now, but I also do U Trip. I do an ASA. I do senior. Um, and then I'll have something that they have to get out right away, and then I'll push it to the front of the line. Have you hit the soda pop, and how do you like it? Hit the soda pop, Kathy, Wednesday night, and I want you guys to watch the review. But if you're thinking about getting one, you better go get it now. because they're one of the hotter bats I've swung in a while. I mean, one of the hottest bats I've swung in here lately. That the soda pop is hot as shit. I mean, but but yeah, it's this bat. Dave sent me one. I'm gonna send it back to Dave, but he sent me this, dude, and I hit it, and as you can tell, it's got Dave's handwriting on there with his specs on it. But I hit it Wednesday, and I texted Dave right before he went on podcast, and I said, "How many swings do you have on this bat?" Because I was like, "Man, maybe this." Because I saw a couple of like webbing, like one little strip of webbing right here, not the rest of the bat, but just in one spot. And I was like, "Well, I could tell they hit it, but I didn't know if they hit it that much." And I asked Dave, I said, "How many times did y'all hit this bat?" He said, "Man, we probably only got like 10 swings on it." And yeah, I bought, but I was like, because this thing's hot as shit. I was like, it kind of blew me away. I haven't been able to hit a lot of the Onyx stuff. They don't send me, um, they don't typically send me a whole lot anymore. I haven't hit the blue one. I've heard the blue one's good. I've heard the lime green's really good, but I don't know why Onyx sends it to most other people, but I don't know, they just don't send me stuff anymore. I used to do a lot with them, but I don't know, they don't do a whole lot with me anymore. Is Chad benching more? Actually, no. Chad doesn't do like a lot of heavy stuff, man. He does more like he does a lot of he'll do some kettlebell stuff like that. Yeah, the blue orange bat is hot. Yeah. That one's really good. Low compression bat, hot out of the wrapper. You don't have to break it in a lot. Breaks in super fast. Very similar. The soda pot's very similar to that. I think this has a little bit more butt to it. I hadn't hit that blue and orange. Here's the problem with like the Foster and the blue and orange Onyx, these low compression bats, is they they break in so fast. But if you go put 100 in it, it's like I don't hit hard. I mean, I don't have high bat speed. But someone like me, I'll go hit it, and I'll probably put 140, 150 swings on it, and the compression drops so much it gets too soft. Um, but and even though I cut the ball, so I don't square everything up, but I cut the ball a lot. Uh, you know, Rebel Yankee, that's on you. That dash Chad, man. I don't know. Best pizza in Wake Forest. I don't know the name of the place. It's in the Lowe's shopping center, and I'm talking about Lowe's grocery store, not Lowe's Home Improvement. Um, I think he makes the best. I don't like cheese pizza, but I'll eat that dude's cheese pizza just by itself because I think he makes the best pizza in Wake Forest. Yeah, Kathy. Yeah. Um, that blue and orange bat would be ideal for you, or maybe I don't know what typical weight you swing. Like short porch isn't ever shy on weight on inload, and neither is Onyx. Um, but it gets you like that 25-5 in the soda pop. But I heard the new wig popper that's coming out. I think maybe in a week or so. It's supposed to be very similar to the soda pop. Yeah, Dennis. That's that. But that's the Foster. That's how the that's. But I will say this that Dennis, Chad will go out there and the bat's testing. I swear to God, it's testing lower than 160, and Chad will just hit bombs with that thing and stuff. And I think it's a good bat, and you'll get crazy bat speed. But even as soft as it is, it still performs. That one's it doesn't. It's like it's just own it in its own category. So I only put 30 or 40 swings on the Foster. Basically, reminds me a lot of last year's, except more in load. You know what, Michael Tree? So me and Chad got a bunch of those Fat Guy BP bats, and we were going to do some testing on that about all the different bat speeds. I've been using this weighted bat a lot, and to now Now everything feels light to me, and I don't know if I've necessarily increased my bat speed, but I'm swinging a heavier bat. Yes, a heavier bat will provide more, more on a ball if you can swing it. If but what we chatted on, we got a 25, 26, 27, and a 28. Yeah, of all those bats. And what I want to do is use the radar. We're going to take our bat speed. Then I want to do something where we get each other's bat speed, so which one's the best for us, and then we're going to take it, and then I want to do our exit velo, and which is when after the ball comes off, the bat, and I want to compare the different weights between which one swings best for all of us. And I'm losing you guys. I need to make sure I catch up. But yeah, we plan on doing some testing it, and I'm gonna put something out on that. I don't know, but I don't. The weight of the 30-ounce bats, because they don't sell. I mean, it's like anything now, though. 90% of all your questions will be answered by money. They don't sell. You know, I've talked to other bat manufacturers and I ask them, and they just said there's 28s and stuff like that just sit. Alan, mine does take a while. I have noticed that. I've got 300 swings on mine. It's down in the 180 range right now, and it's hot. Love it. The 27 is my favorite weight right now. But yeah, I'm sorry. I keep reading and losing train of thought here. The 704 DJs Kids Foundation. You guys, I think you guys play senior ball, don't you guys? No, I hadn't heard anything swinging with the dirty bats. I hadn't seen those yet. I need to catch up here to get back. Thanks, Bars. Miles D. California Bat Senior Bats. Miles D. Good bats. They got that new navy blue one. It's really good. Problem is with California Bat Company and some of the other companies, and I'm gonna say it because you know it's only SSUSA or whatever that USA is only stand for that. So it's not good for NSA and it's not good for USSSA. So if you guys go buy a senior bat, you want to make sure they're good for all sanctions. Onyx is not approved for NSA. I know that, and we play a lot of NSA here. I know they're approved for USSSA and SSUSA, but they're not. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, bud? What's your favorite Suncoast with a full? Oh, all day. The right now, I love that Megaload. We haven't put a review out on it, and we're gonna put it out there. But I mean, it's definitely good. David Santana, I have not hit the new Apex load on the anonymous bat. I really want to try one, but right now I can't spend any more money on bats. Bluegrass. The bluegrass takes a little bit longer too. It's almost honestly, I think the bluegrass breaks in a little faster than my bat does. To tell you the truth. Um, let's see here. Everything's too light. You too strong, Rebel Yankee. Uh, I on the dirty bats, I can swing whatever weight. I'm not picky, man. I can swing anything. Me and Chad are usually pretty easy. Um, cool, Michael. I'm glad you like the Fat Guy BP bet. But just message me, man. And let me know. But I can swing any weight. It don't matter and stuff. I can swing from 25 to 28. It don't matter to me. Yeah, I'll tell you what though, they got that miles deep that navy one. They haven't got it in yet, but that bat is really good. Out of the wrapper, you can't put a lot of swings on it because it breaks compression down like pretty fast, kind of like the Foster bat. But but yeah, it's really good. Yeah, I like that Suncoast Mega Load, man. Did y'all saw that clip where Chad hit one? He hit it over the fence. It was like 350 to the. It's 350 just to the scoreboard. He hit it well over that scoreboard, but that's why I put it on the marker there. No, I haven't had a chance to swing any of the new Pure Line. I'm supposed to get up with a guy to swing one. He wants to be there, so it's been kind of hard to kind of coordinate with him. But I know he's got one like the ODB or something like that. I talked with Dave about them, and I talked to Clem about them. And when they first hit them, they had issues with them where they couldn't even get 80 swings on them and they busted. They did two of them like that, and I believe in what Dave would say or do. So I mean that's what and they got them before everybody. They wouldn't even they didn't even send me one, and I still um I reached out to them and stuff. So I don't you got me. Yes, Rebel Yankee. I still use overlap grip. I went away from it a little bit, but I went right back to it, and honestly, it's really helped me out a lot. I used to play second base, Virgil, forever, and I played first. Um, I don't have a lot of range, but if I can hit it, if you hit it at me, I'm gonna knock it down. I'll catch it, but like I don't have any range, and I have no arm anymore. Mr. Cleveland, Mr. Cleveland. Mr. Cleveland, there's quite a few places if you're in the North Carolina area. Um, Depends on your swing for one. Try what's the name of the place? Baseball Rebellion. Try those guys. There's quite a few that you will not know about it, but if you go in there and like really search from the guys that do hitting analysis and stuff, but Rebellion, I went in there one time and messed around with those guys, and what they'll do is you go in, you go hit off the tee, they'll give you some live BP, they'll take you in, and they'll go in there and analyze your swing, and it's indoors. They got the hit tracks. Um, and they'll tell you what they're going to start working on now. But you gotta the only thing with them though is what they do is they want you to follow their philosophy, and that's the one thing that you have to. Lounzinger. I'll tell you what I did. I took the pocket radar. I took the not the pocket radar, but the regular radar, like the golf radar. That one that Dave shows all the time. I don't have it in here. I got it in my truck. But I took dry swings using different grips. I've done this before. So many times I've done this before, and I'll write down all the speeds and I'll average them out. I'll pick which one had the highest velo, like one swing. But I'll do like 20 swings of each. And the only thing is that it wears you out. But I've gone in there and right now the overlap grip has given me on a dry swing the fastest bat speed. And I do not have a lot of bat speed, but it gave me a little bit faster bat speed than say my standard baseball grip. Yeah, but I mean the uppercutting thing, what you can do sometimes too is it's not necessarily that might be more something else than other than just your grip. Just get a tee, and what you want to do with a tee is just if you want just really work on just hitting it down a little bit so you don't. I mean, just me personally, my problem is I hit it down too much because I got such a cut swing. But I'm always trying to hit the back of the screen. But I always people wouldn't know it, but I always try to stay inside the ball, even though I got a higher my hands go up high, but I always try to stay inside the ball. I don't go inside out, but I try to stay inside the ball. Uh Bars, I don't think so. No, I was supposed to maybe. They had talked about taking me out there to Vegas one time, but I don't think that's the case right now. Plus, because of my job right now and the uncertainty of my job, it's going to be really hard for me. No, I have not. And then when you say kinetic, are you talking about the senior one, Eli Fleece? I agree, Dennis. That's the other thing too. But it says the one thing that I've got to learn is to start with my lower half and quit trying to go with my upper half first. So I think so. Which one did I hit? I hit the Bombardier. I don't think I hit the senior kinetic, but they said it was basically same for them. But But I will. Hey, Rebel Yankee, I'll tell you something. What you can do? Just do this. Get a tee and lead with that elbow. Wherever that elbow goes, right there. If this hand leads your swing, and stop and don't push so much with this hand. But if that elbow leads the swing, that's where the ball is going to go. Just elbow. This is something I just started doing, and just go with that elbow wherever that, and keep it closed. Don't bar it. but keep it like tight and go with that elbow, and you'll flatten that swing out, man. And I'll tell you, this is a drill I do. So do this. This is a drill that'll help you with the overlap grip. So do your regular bottom hand grip. You can even go this way, but I go ahead and take this top hand and don't cup it. Keep it open. Swing off the tee with a top hand the whole time like that. And all you do is do this, and the hand goes off. The hand goes off, and do that. And that'll teach you, because you're basically with an overlap grip, you're going to only be swinging with one arm as much, because the overlap grip's along for the ride. No, not on the Dudleys, Jeff. And this year's Dudleys were kind of disappointing. Yeah. Get your tee, put it as high as you can get it. And honestly, if you got a bucket or something, stick it on top of the bucket. And just work on swinging down. And when you swing down, don't worry about hitting where you hit it on the ball, square it up, but just swing down. Try to hit the bottom of the, like if you can get in a cage, or if you're out on the field, and let's just say let's say you're sitting on home plate, sit on home plate and aim for the pitching rubber, and just hit it down and try to hit it as hard as you can. Not 18 hoppers to the pitcher, but try to hit that pitching rubber. And then you got your swing, because you're going to get your muscle memory doing that, where you're coming down, and it's sharp. It's a sharper swing. And then when you get in the game, you're coming down. So necessarily like, I don't have a ball. Hey, Coda, could you grab me a ball, bud? I don't hit the bottom half of the ball, because my swing is so radically down. It cuts automatically. So I'm hitting the square. I'm hitting the ball square, and it cuts because I'm coming down. But here's the thing: when you're trying to lift the ball or try to hit it out, it's harder to do. I'm not gonna lie about that. Thanks, dude. And hey, here you go. By the way, if you want to buy a ball, don't buy that ball. But Dakota says, "Hey, y'all," and all. But yeah, like just hit it. Just hit. Don't even worry about hitting the. A lot of dudes say hit the. If you got a level swing, so Chad's really good at it. Chad's got a level swing, so he can hit the bottom half of the ball. Just hit it square, but just work on swinging down. And I've noticed a lot of the guys go to like Swing Cartel and watch those guys hit that cut the ball. Look up cut swings on like TikTok, or go on Instagram too. I know a lot of the older guys don't like going on TikTok, but just they got this. They go up like this, and I mean they just snap that thing, man. And dude, it's crazy how hard they butt the ball. Let's see. I know I've missed some stuff here. I want to go back here. See, Dudley's great advice. Let's see. Yeah, and Dennis is right. Get your hands back, lengthen your swing. I mean, you want to make sure your hands back when you go forward with your lower half. Let's see what better. Honestly, man, I haven't been playing because of my knee. I just hit all the freaking time, and I've not let my knee heal. I tore my meniscus, and I really can't run on it yet. But I mean, I can walk. So, Dre Day all day, every day. Megaload. That's my favorite one right now. Yeah, so Jeff's great. The black and yellow Dudley Team Mastery, and I never hit the original Dudleys, but I'm gonna tell you right now, that black and yellow Dudley Team Master Bat's probably where it hit. I don't know how they still have them in stock. I really don't. And I'm telling you guys, they're only like 200, like 205 or something. If you head over there on the Team Mastery website. I appreciate it, Dennis. There's some people. One of the ladies in the Miracle League, she's been Dakota's buddy forever. She said she called me today or she texted me today and wanted to buy one. And I was like, you can't buy one; they're expensive. And it's like you don't play softball. And she's like, well, I'm gonna buy one and we're gonna put it in the office. And it was like, I'm gonna get you and Dakota to sign it. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's kind of, ain't used to stuff like that. But you know, guys, I'm telling you, these balls suck. They don't go nowhere. They're heavy. They got these big ass seams on them. I bought about 3 or 4 dozen of these things, man. They're the tattoo senior balls, and man, they're not good. I'm just telling you, just don't buy any. Yeah, Virgil, I got to do something, man. I need to, but the problem I'll be out a little bit. But every time I try to get them to do it, and they fight me with my insurance right now because they won't do an MRI on it. Yeah, yeah. Um, the 704 DJs. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else, man. Of course, you heard Barry Bonds used to hit the ball down, and Barry Bonds would cut the ball. He taught that kid, the lefty that plays for Milwaukee. I can't remember his name right now. He would teach him to hit the ball off the tee down in the ground because he'd teach him to cut it. And you don't hear a lot of dudes talk about cutting in baseball. But I will say this: sometimes when I really focus on cutting, and I look at the ball and I don't change my swing, even though I've already got kind of a cut swing, when I just focus on trying to say, hey, I'm gonna hit the bottom half of the ball, it makes me focus more. I mean, you just kind of you see the ball a little better. Yeah, I don't. I've tried to do the rehab, and it's like what do you call them? I don't know why they gave me two X-rays. Why you did a second X-ray? They gave me a shot, and I kept saying, man, and they were like, hey, do you want to do rehab? And I said, yeah, let's do it. So I don't know. I was one of the first ones, Jason, to swing one of the anonymous bats, the Inceptions. I've not swung the new stuff yet, and they haven't sent me anything or anything like that. I hadn't talked to Mike on a while. I swung that one. I swung the Relentless, and it's a good bat. It's just weighted kind of funny. It weighs kind of like it's mid loaded almost, but I like it. I hit it really good. I like that bat. I put a ton of swings on that. Very durable. They do have a little bit of a stiffer barrel. Um, so for guys like older guys probably won't like them as much, or the guys with like or girls or lady or people with like lower bat speed. I don't have the craziest bat speed. I don't have high bat speed at all actually, but I like those bats. I don't know. I like that kind of stiff barrel, like the Dudley Team Mastery. I like that bat. But Jason, them bats are. I know Marcus put a video out today, and he put another one out a couple of days ago, maybe a week ago, on one of the other ones and stuff. And it's hard to judge a bat when Marcus hits it because Marcus is so big and he hits the ball so damn hard. So it's kind of hard to everything he hits is good. So it's kind of hard to judge him when he hits sometimes. Uh, I don't have any of the Inceptions in here, you know. But yeah, I've hit. That was one of the first bats, and also the Inception I hit. I put it in my top 10. But it reminds me a lot of the Dudley Black and Yellow Team Mastery bat. You know. And for you root trip guys, I just got this in yesterday. It was a Twisted Mistress. It's a mid load, but it's just like that purple bat I did. But here's the difference between it. The purple I don't have it in here. The purple bat had the alloy handle. This has got a composite handle. I don't think it's flexy, but it does have. It's a stiff composite, but it does have composite compared to say alloy, and that's the only difference. But this APC tech for a U-trip is very good. That purple one we hit, the Lady SNI, that's a hot ass bat. It would run with the U-trip bats. Here lately, JC, I'm big into one piece bats. I prefer a one piece bat. When I did my bat, I went with a one piece bat. That's what I wanted. So injections every 6 months. Yeah, Michael. I did some B. I did I got prescribed some BPC 157, but it was the pill form. It helped, but I should have got the injections. So, like the Wolverine stuff. I think Dave was even talking about it the other night. You know what, Dennis? I will tell you this: if you get a chance, I did not hit this year's Cali Gold, but I hit last year's, and last year's DeMarini Cali Gold was one of the hottest bats I swung last year. 2-piece bats. It's a mid load. Now, if you can't hit a mid load or a balanced bat, and it doesn't feel mid load, it feels balanced. Um, Marcus did it. I heard him talk about last year's Cali Gold, and he tried to say the weighting was off. Actually, I disagree. I swung a 27.5. They run very light, but honestly, I think it's one of the hottest senior bats out there on 2-piece. Jeff, I'll tell you what. I've got the problem is with putting that many bats in there. You can get one of those big bags. Like I've got a DeMarini Spec Ops. I also got the new Smash It Sports Spec Ops bat. If you don't put the shells in there, you can put as many bats you want in that thing because it holds. I think in the sleeves on the Smash It Sports it holds 6 bats. The DeMarini holds 6 bats in all inside the bat, but there's 2 slots on the outside for the Smash It Sports. But if you don't put the like the shelves in there. They got those Velcro shelves that stand. They're sturdy. They're very good shelves and stuff. But you could probably you could probably put 25 bats in there. But you won't have nowhere to put your glove and all that stuff. Huh? I didn't know that, Dennis. Yeah, they don't send me. I have to buy anything from DeMarini, so it's hard for me to do that, and I can't catch up on reviews. So I right now I just don't spend them. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, because of work, I haven't been getting paid real well here lately, and I work for myself, so I just try not to spend any money. Mike, I'll tell you why. For one, a lot of times on a one piece bat, guys, the sweet spot's smaller. For one, if you go in and you could take like you just go take 25 swings with a one piece and 25 swings with a two piece, the two piece is always going to feel better, but you'll have that like if you did exit radar and then you did distance, I guarantee you'll get more distance and better exit velo numbers with a one piece, but you're more consistent with a two piece. It's just a smaller sweet spot, and then a two piece. I don't specifically know why, but I mean that's just all. But yeah, two piece. It just seems like the sweet spot's bigger on them. I mean, so that's the biggest thing. David, it stands for batting practice. I honestly, Dennis, for DeMarini, Mike Cornell sends me all U trip stuff. Like I don't like he'll send me all U trip stuff. He just doesn't send me any senior stuff. I even talked. I've been in works of talking to someone about becoming a director for WSL for senior. And I even talked to Paul Sadler not too long ago. I didn't ever talk to him about bats, but I mean, he's a guy I guess I could reach out to too. Yeah, I've been down there, Mike. Right now I'm not playing because, like I told them because of my knee. But man, I've been to Myrtle Beach a lot. Actually, I even would go down there to watch the conference tournaments. It's both, Michael. I would say bigger sweet spot, more forgiving, or at least, yeah, yeah, because it's yeah. That's why I would say that's because it take the right there where the two piece at takes away from the getting feedback or rung up on your hands. Man, I've been on here for 45 minutes almost already. I didn't even realize that. I don't know if I got any other bats to show you guys. Nothing that y'all ain't seen already. Um, Me and Chad, we got 3 more Suncoast videos coming out. This one we haven't hit yet. The Suncoast. I don't know what barrel this is. 12-inch barrel, I think. It says on the yep, 12-inch barrel. So this one's a 27 ounce, and then we hit the orange one. That's a 27.5. We hit that one. And Jim Madden, I think right now I really like the balanced. I do. I've always liked balanced bat. But man, that mega load two piece is really nice. I like the end load on that. And you don't have to swing that bat hard either. Yeah, there's quite a few. I'm not as big. All right, you ain't gonna believe this. I'm not big on them Foster. Um, Not big on the tantrums because they're too soft and they feel dull, and you sometimes you hit it and you don't know you even hit it. And there's quite a few bats that people are big on that I'm not big on. Oh yeah, any Freak 23, uh, Freak 30s. I think those short barrel half ounce balance bats, man, is like swinging a balance bat, and I just don't like them. I have a hardest time finding. I think they're overrated. I don't think they're that good. The KP 23, yeah. Who else made a bat that was so good I didn't care for? I don't know. And I will tell you this though. Um, a lot of things have changed since I switched to my grip. So before I was hitting this way, right? And I would put so much push in my swing with this top hand that I always felt the flex in the back, and I hated handle flex. Now that I went here, I'm not getting the flex, and I don't like typically like that Suncoast Megaload that's a two piece. It's got some flex in it. I wouldn't like it, but now that I'm going overlap, I'm not pushing so much, so I'm not feeling all that flex in the handle as like I used to. I've had a lot of bats disappoint me, um, and stuff. I'm trying. God, man, I'm trying to think of one I didn't like. Yeah, Lounge. Yeah, screw around with your grip. My top hand really hurt me. Chad's the same way though. Yeah, I. This the only one we haven't hit yet. Now we've done three of this. We've done actually four Suncoast. I got to get the red one back from a guy I loaned it to. But we've done three Suncoast. We've only put out one video. I just got to edit it. Because we hit the heavy duty, the JD Jenner one, the mega load. We hit that one, then we hit the orange one, and I don't remember whose names on that one. But it's orange, but it's 27.5. I think it's a 12-inch barrel. And then we got this one, which is a 12-inch barrel, but it's a 27 even. And the only thing I would say is on all the Suncoast, definitely go up an ounce. I mean, honestly, I could almost go up 2 ounces. Yes. Yeah, I would say you're not going to get as much distance as hitting off the tee as you will um live BP, but I will tell you it is a good gauge of where you're at with your distance. And it'll just hone in your swing. Um but I've seen guys, man, you just go put them on a tee and they just I've seen guys that take live BP and are horrible on a tee. Then I've seen guys that hit off a tee and they just um they're just like completely different person. Take Josh that used to hit with me. Josh would look like a freaking just a King Kong off the freaking tee. Like he hit off the tee. Josh would hit a lot. Josh was one of the hardest working dudes I've ever seen hitting wise, and he would hit a lot. But he was always had that radar on, and he was always trying to beat his numbers, and that's what he was always trying to do. Chad, I could go stick Chad on a tee, and Chad is he's not consistent on a tee, but Chad don't like hitting off a tee. But I know a lot of guys like that. I have not hit the autism Suncoast yet. I have not. Yeah, Jeff. And I'll tell you, the loading on their bats now, the Suncoast bats, compared to the previous, is even when they were Adidas and they switched over to the first couple of years they were Suncoast, they had more inload in their bats before, less hand weight. Now they got more hand weight in them, and just you basically need to go up a size. But they do feel like they got a little bit, and it's a counterweight, and they say that, but I mean, and I if you go watch the balanced review I did on the blue one, I got the owner out there and the head director head guy for marketing, Rob Roop, to talk about it, so they could break it down for you guys. And and they said they use like 5 balance points on the bat, but the way I scale a bat, which is not perfect. I know there's flaws in the way I scale a bat, but it just has a lot of hand weight, has a lot of counterweight. Now, I do think it has a little bit to do that it helps save the barrel because you don't put so much inload in a bat. And I think a lot of companies do that. I know Rollins and Worth, they do it, or Easton, all Rollins stuff, and a lot of companies don't put as much load in their inloads because it saves the barrels. And I mean, they're not gonna like me saying that, but and they'll never admit to it that they do it, but they're trying to save the barrel, man. Plus, it's gotta if you put too much inload in it, and then you send it off for testing with that barrel, it'll be hard for it to pass. No, I think it was a little before Johnny left Suncoast that when it changed, and all and stuff. But yeah. Because if you I listen to Johnny on that podcast too. The one thing Johnny, he's a tall guy, so he's a big lefty. Um, he One thing that really surprised me with him is how much he likes a flexi handle. Because he's a big, strong guy. He's a gym dude too, so he's a meathead, and he's got a big left swing, but he's tall, so he's at least 6'2", and the taller guys do really well with flexi handles. I've noticed that, and I've been kind of like here. Mm, did I change? Looking at Vilas, no. Um, Now I have been swinging a heavier bat, and my weights are like it doesn't bother me, but uh, the fact that I'm not playing right now is an easy cop out. But I would still be wary of me swinging a big, heavy 1 ounce inload or something in a game because I don't feel like it fits my swing because I'm a line drive hitter, and I kind of feel like, and it might be in my head, and I don't swing that way, but like with a balanced bat, and I'll take like a 27 or 28 ounce balanced bat, and I feel like I can stay flatter with my swing, and I want to stay flatter because I want to hit the line drive swing. Now, I can go in off a tee, or I can take BP, and I'll take a full 1 ounce inload bat with a short barrel and guarantee I'll get a higher velo number, but I don't feel comfortable with that bat playing in the game, especially with my approach of hitting. Because my approach of hitting, I'm trying to look for a hole on the infield, or I'm looking for the gap. I'm going on to either side of the pitcher. I'm not going at him, but I'm trying to go to either side of the pitcher because if you go at him, you're going to get out. Plus, I don't want to hurt a pitcher, so. Yeah, they do. D League. Yeah, and when you say USA bats, I'm guessing you mean ASA because it's still new to me that everybody keeps calling them USA. Um, Jim, I've swung a Axe senior bat, and I should have put the review out, and it's my fault for not doing it. But somebody sent me one, and if somebody sends me a bat, I try not to put out a bad review on it because I don't want to do them wrong. But I told them, I said, hey, I just won't put a review out on it, and I should just put a review out. Um, but the Axe senior bat was not good. Their U-trip bats were actually hotter. I'll tell you who else is like that. Juno. We hit the Juno senior bat, and their U triple A bat was hotter. I mean, it was hotter than their senior bat. And I've got one somewhere out there in the warehouse. Now, I have not hit the Ultra 2s, so I have not seen them or anything yet. Yeah, D League, I don't know why that is. It's got to do with testing. It's got to do with that, the reason they don't put so much inload on their bats. Because you'll see the anarchies, which you can still hit 44 375 balls with them. They I've got the cammed Eldorado. I just haven't hit it yet, but it's got a big ass load in that thing. But D League, it's because of testing. They got to pass testing when they send it in, so that's why they won't put as much load inload on it. Like I've talked to Carl till I've been blue in the face, man. I've pestered him to death because I want to learn everything I can. But I've talked to him. I've talked to all bat manufacturers, and yeah, they can't go to a heavier load. That's why they stick with mid load because the barrel's so hot. And if they put an in load in there, and when they send it off for what is it they call it NTS testing, it won't pass. They could never get it approved, and that's why they do it now. Um, there's this certain, and that's why you'll see like they'll on say like you take like an in load. What's the one that's the in load? It comes in like 25.5 in Monster. It's a different shell. So the torch shell, the sinister shell are basically the same, but you can only go as a 25-ounce mid load because if they went any higher, it won't pass testing. That's how hot that bat is. Now, but when you go to the what do they call the ones that are they got the 0.5-ounce in load and they got more in load, it's got a I would basically say it's the shell the barrel is not as hot as a torch, but because you put more in load in it, it'll equal out, but they put more in load in it. Um, Lounzinger pop toss. It's the only thing I can think of. That or a T, or you can get one of those I don't know what you call them. It's this blue machine. It's kind of round. It puts balls in there and it does like a soft toss to you. That's the only thing I've seen. They make another thing that does like side toss to you. It sits to the side of it and it'll hold about like 10 balls. Yeah, all the ASA stuff feels. I mean, if you go to Louisville Slugger, which their barrels are not as hot, they have a more traditional weight, but Louisville Slugger in general just runs light. Uh, Mikan and Worth and Easton, traditional weights, but Mikan and Worth and Easton always to me have ran light. Their half ounce in load almost feels like a quarter ounce in load, but they're more traditional weights than say compared to a Monster. I noticed that Anarchy's doing their low compression bats um, for the 52 300 balls. They're going to mid load balanced, and honestly, they feel. I know it says mid load, but it just feels like it's balanced to me. I don't feel like the weight's right above the hands and stuff. I don't know. Now I do have a theory with the Monster bat. So it's got that floating thing that float the FIB. So it's got like a I mean, who's the guy down there in Florida that used to shave all the bats? He showed pictures of it, and I mean, even Pure showed it when they were doing the that Pure bat that had the FIB in it. But it's got like a piece of, it looks like a piece of PVC pipe, and it looks like it's got like sponge sticking all through it on both sides, and it's floating. But it's kind of here, so you got the weight. So the weight's not here, so that's probably why it feels like it's mid-loaded, and why they call it a mid-loaded. I mean, it's not. It might not really be mid-loaded, but they don't put any load here. But if you ever scale a bat, or if you ever noticed about one thing, Mosses do not have a lot of hand weight. The one of the, don't have a lot, so it almost feels end loaded. And there's some companies that don't put a lot of hand weight in their bats. Short Porch is big on it. Onyx is big on it. Uh, Dudley used to be that way. Um, what other brands? I don't remember who. Oh, Anarchy started getting better on their U trip and their senior stuff. Who else? Yeah, Anonymous. The only one they did that Relentless. The Relentless felt a little mid loaded to me, but their other stuff like the Apex load or their half ounce ones, they were really good. What else? Who? But a lot of companies you're going to start seeing too now, even if it doesn't have the restrictor in it or whatever, um, they load their bats through the barrel. They don't put them like the old, like some people try to say. There's no BBs in the end cap like they used to do, or the bearings and stuff like the old days they used to. But a big reason why they do it helps them save the bat. And I'll tell you right now, guys, I like the way that rubber knob feels. It feels rubber all the way through there. Of course, it's got the rubber grip, but man, I like the way that rubber knob feels. I've never taken the grip off to look at this. But yeah, I like the way that rubber knob feels. That feels really good. It's almost to the point where you almost feel like you don't have to use a batting glove. So I don't know. I'm actually excited to try this one. I'm hoping it's not going to be too light though, because I got the last one I hit was a 28, and I was swinging that actually pretty good. No, John, Jim. If you play senior, in my opinion, uh, I'll tell you what. Like, find you a U trip bat that's very similar model to the senior bat you're going for. Like for instance, Short Porch just put out the pickle juice, which is a one piece bat. Um, if I was me personally, I'm trying to save my bats. Say I got two senior bats, and I want them to be the same. I play on a team. I want to keep the two same senior bats. I want them both broke in, but I don't want to bust them. Don't get me wrong. It's fun as shit to swing a senior bat in BP, and I mean it's absolutely just good. But if you're trying to get one bat to save all year, get you a U-trip bat, BP that in practice, and dude, when you get out there on the field and then you hit that senior bat that's already broke in and has the same weighting, because you basically want it to have the same load and the same weighting as your senior bat, the U trip bat that you practice with, and dude, you'll feel like a god out there because you'll sit there and going, damn, this thing, I'm not saying the pickle juice sucks. I'm just saying the pickle juice is really good. It's a hot ass bat for U trip, but yeah, get you a U trip bat. Like you get a, I don't know, I'm trying to think like. All right, say the Foster. If you got the Foster, it's a one piece Foster, and you swing it in 26 ounce, get you a 26-ounce tantrum and practice with that. I mean, of course, break in your Foster, put whatever swings you get in it and get it down to like how it feels good to you, and then put it away because you don't want to lose that compression. You don't want to get it too soft, but just BP the tantrum, the Easton tantrum, which is a USSSA bat, and that's what you're going to you know, it's the same loading, made by the same company. That's just kind of the way I would go about it. Yeah, Kevin, it is. The pickle juice is really hot. I think it's a really. I don't think people have known about it. I'm gonna tell you another thing. People are sleeping on that salty dog. That salty dog's hot as shit. I like it better than I do the milkshake, but the milkshake's good. And they got some new milkshakes coming out. It's supposed to be balanced. I know that's in the works coming out. And all, yeah. So they do have a balanced pickle juice coming out. It'll be their first balanced USSSA bat. I think David even talked about that the other day. Oh yeah, okay. So the Brewtown, honestly, Kevin. So what I would do if I was you, if you wanted to save the Brewtown and the players model, get you a pickle juice and BP it, and then when you go play, use your Brewtown stuff because the Brewtown does have a stiffer handle though. I know that for sure. But the players model I think has it's basically a similar handle as the pickle juice. Playing for Suncoast Lee would only allow us to put 20 or 30 swings on our game bats when we play. Yeah, yeah, that's smart. I mean, it really is. I mean, it saves your bats. I mean, that's the best way to do it. It saves the compression on them so they don't get too soft on them. I appreciate it, Robert. And we got some more U Trip bats coming, reviews coming. There ain't a whole lot more out there right now. I don't get a lot of the Rollins stuff sent to me, like the Mike and Worth and Easton. Um, Smash It sends me some stuff. Just Bats does, but they the problem is what they'll do is they send me stuff because they don't want to they want to sell the newer stuff, so they'll send me some stuff that they can't get you know they can't sell, and hopefully I can tell you if it's whether it's good or not, and then they'll hopefully they'll sell that way, but that's what they do. But like I don't really work with Rollins a whole lot. Cole Campbell does a lot of their stuff. And Cole Campbell works for basically, if I'm right, I think he works for Rollins. So and stuff, and that's why he does nothing but Raw and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna collaborate with Dave. I'll work with Dave. I got no problem. I like Dave and stuff, and I think Dave's a smart dude. And I think he was Dave's really. I'll tell you this for an older guy, and he's I mean, but to think what Dave did, he did something that nobody did before. So he basically went on YouTube, and this is before the phones. This is before the cell phones. But he was out there videoing, putting it on YouTube, and Dave was before his time, man. He was a pioneer doing this stuff. Um, it's crazy. What do you mean that he Jeff Hall does them in Charlotte? What does he do in that area? I see him do his videos and stuff and all. And I saw on a podcast one night he wanted them to give me his number, and then when I contacted him, he didn't want to talk to me. So I don't know what that was about. What do you think of the Fat Guy BP bet, Kevin? I don't know what to tell you, Paul and Alonzo, on the living the money. I don't know. I wouldn't even tell you how to get one, bud. And I'm surprised that Chad ain't come in here yet. But I know Chad's sick, so he might be a little bit under the weather. Um, he was supposed to come out and hit with me tonight. Oh, really? After 30 cuts? Yeah, when I first hit mine, I went out there to the field and I was swinging it, and I was like, The first time, and I was rushing. I was rushing to hit it because I was so excited to hit it, and I was trying to go live on Facebook and let you guys know about the bat. But then the second time I went out there and I just hit it and I just hit it and I just hit it, that's it. And I was like, okay, this bat's good. I mean, and the biggest plus on my bat is it's got a stiff handle. You can swing hard, and that's the one thing, and it'll help it break in faster too. But yeah, Aaron, that would have to be up to the bat company. They would probably have to approach me because I mean, I can go in and ask companies to do that, but I don't mean they're going to do it. They got to figure out if it's going to make them money or not, and that's a big reason why whether they'll do it or not. I would love to do a U trip bat. I would love to do an ASA bat. No, they do have one pitch tournaments here. A lot of times, Philip, they do them here on Friday nights during the summer. Um, Wise guy depends on your swing, but I prefer a stiffer handle myself. But it depends on you. Depends on you know what I've been told, and these are guys that do a lot of the testing on bats and stuff. They said the taller guys are better. First off, taller guys get better bat speed, of course, because they got so much leverage. But they said the taller guys do better with flexier handles, whereas the shorter, compact guys like the stiffer handles more. Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Ty Cox is a good guy, man. I've talked with Ty before. He's a good guy. All right, man. Hey, good luck tonight and all. But yeah, get with me, man. For real, get with me. Yeah. The Now I will say this: you can swing hard if you're a taller guy. I mean, any guy, you can swing as hard as you want with a stiffer handle. And the Louisville Slugger handles are stiffer handles. They're not flexier handles. Hey, appreciate it, Kevin. I'll talk to you later, bud. Appreciate the support. Hey, I got a quick question, guys. Too. I don't know how many of you on there. I thought about going live on once either every 2 weeks or once a week on Facebook Live, would that be better than going on YouTube? Or I could do maybe do like Dave does and do both at the same time. But I didn't know if you know if you guys would be interested in watching stuff like that on live, and I could bring some people in to collaborate with and stuff like that, and bring some people, some guests on. What bat reviews do you have coming? Senior wise, I've got Louisville Slugger ASA. Um, I've got some old Easton from last year. I got to get done. Uh, I got about 3 more Suncoast senior bats. I got the short porch soda pop. I've got these two in seniors, the Foster and the Helmer, the new Foster and Helmer. Um, like I said, soda pop. Yeah, let's see what we got here. USSSA, we got the. I just got this in last night. The Twisted Mistress, which is a mid load for USSSA. Um, I've got another DeMarini. This is not a lie. I even think this is a mid load. I can't tell. I'll find out later. Yeah, it's a mid load. I've got that. I've got an Onyx. What do you call this thing? Matrix that I need to get to, and I ain't been able to get to. Um, Suncoast Melee 4, I think. Yeah, this is the Jimmy Larkins one. ASA or USA Proton Hot Butter. I've already done the U-Trip version of this. DeMarini, I mean, Proton Legacy. This has the spin grip on it, so it's a little bit different than the hot butter. What else I got here? Anarchy Apocalyptic. This is a USSSA bat. I want to say this has got like a big 1 ounce. Yep, big 1 ounce load on this thing, so we can swing that. I know I got some more, and I got another Proton. I mean, Proton, the hot butter. I don't even know if this was this brand new bat I hadn't gotten into yet, but I got a lot of stuff coming out, man. Yep, they're all different. This one's the one that I just got here is mid load. The Yates is end loaded. Yeah, because Robert, that's what I was wondering if I should go Facebook Live. I didn't know if more people would be involved that way, and I'd like to maybe do it pretty consistent actually, and bring in some guests. But yeah, the Yates is end loaded. So what's the Yates? A 13-inch barrel. I think the Yates is a 13-inch barrel, and it's a half-ounce end load. And then you got the Vanilla Gorilla, which is a APC. They're all APC technology, but they're just different loads. And barrel, like the Vanilla Gorilla is a 12-inch barrel, whereas the Yates is a 13-inch barrel end load. But that new APC tech is really good. Is really good. I think it's probably their best tech in my opinion. It's better. I don't want to say it's better than the Nautilus, but it breaks in faster and it's hotter out of the wrapper. And then the knock on the Nautilus tech, it just takes forever to get there. It's very stiff, but it does hold compression. Looks like you guys are dwindling down a little bit. Holy shit, Chad showed up, everybody. Because I messaged him tonight and I said, because his sellout ass didn't show up for BP. No, but Chad's sick, like I said, yes. But no, I messaged him and I said, hey, what do you think about going Facebook Live tonight? I mean, not Facebook, but going live tonight. And he's like, yeah. And then I just saw the text go across the screen. And Chad's like, you hitting? And I was like, no, remember I'm going. I couldn't text him because this is my phone. So I couldn't text him. And I was like, dang, you don't remember I was going live. I'm like the wife to Chad that he doesn't listen to me. So yeah. But I know Chad hadn't seen this. Chad, and this is the new Helmer. I like the colors of it. Yeah, Robert. The legacy should be pretty good. I mean, the Proton stuff break is really good. They don't put a lot of butt in their bat. There are a lot of inload in their bat, and I mean, I don't, and it's almost like a Suncoast. I'd go up a size, even though they don't put a lot of hand weight in their bat. But man, I really do like this grip though. This got that rubber grip knob. I don't know why they didn't put it on the Foster this year. Hey Chad, does the did the green? Y'all tell me. I can't remember. Did the green Foster have the rubber knob? I don't remember. Ooh, ain't nobody answering, and I'm dwindling down. I don't have as many people watching right now. Kobe. Out of all their one pieces, that was their hottest one, in my opinion. I don't know if it was the paint because it had that matte finish, but it broke in faster. It was just seemed like it was hotter out of the wrapper. Compression dropped a lot on that bat too. Oh, so the green Foster had the regular knob. I could not remember. I know that the one piece tantrums on Easton's had the rubber knobs. The previous models did. The first one that ever came out, because on Chad's 27 had a rubber knob. That was the first time I ever used it, but I couldn't remember on the Foster. And we're going to try if I can get Chad back out there, but we want to compare this year's Foster against last year's in the video. We're going to try to do that in the video, hopefully, and stuff. I will say one thing, guys. Still got a review coming out, and I'll tell you all about it. But I'm telling you right now, you better get one of these before they sold out, because I don't know if they're gonna make any more. Use my discount code; they'll save you some money. I don't get nothing out of it. Just use my discount code, and this bat's good. I'm just telling you guys, you better get one. That thing's hot, and the new wig popper is supposed to be very similar. DMG 45 cal. That's what Chad swings. He swings a 25 ounce. I think that's about the only thing left are 25s and 28s. I think are left. I don't. I mean, there might be 128 and 129. There's not a lot of them left. I think Clem got a 29 sent to him. I did not try that Easton Eldorado. I know the one you're talking about. I have not. There was a few of those they put out. I don't know why they're not putting them out anymore, but I don't know. They don't do any Dennis Rullies either. Um, but I guess Mario took the place of that. But they're only putting out two senior bats, so they're not putting a lot of money into their senior market apparently, but only two bats. Actually, Robert, they run heavier. In my opinion, a lot of the senior bats run heavier than the U Trip stuff. Like compared now, yeah, they run heavier. Even like the Foster, this year's Foster runs heavier than um their tantrums. In my opinion, the weight just seems like it's more. Uh, Short porch has heavier loads, and maybe just short porches, all their stuff feels heavier. So Onyxes do too. They don't put a lot of hand weights on their stuff. They're starting to come a little bit. Uh, he kills the ball, but he's a punk. Yeah. In California Bat Company, they put a lot of ass in their bats. Like I got a 26 little Mexican, and I swear that bat feels like it's 27 ounces. I mean, if not heavier, it's one that had big inload on it. But their other one didn't seem that. Man, well, I don't know. We swung a 25 ounce, so it had a different, definitely some butt to it. Um, Anarchy, man, if you do a half ounce with Anarchy is like I don't know who's loading their bats, man, but they're like I don't know anything about Spartan yet, man. They hadn't sent me anything. I've talked with them, but I don't, they're I know they just got approved in testing. They're starting to kind of That's the only thing I heard them say. He went live the other night and said that. But I know as much as you guys do. Uh, what was I talking about before that? Anarchies run light, except for a couple. You'll get a couple that they'll put a 1 ounce inload and it'll be like it's almost they put too much 1 ounce inload. But then when you get like a half ounce inload, it feels like it's a balanced bat. So I don't know who does their loading. Sometimes it's kind of off a little bit. Like this apocalyptic, and this is a U-trip bat, and this is a 26 ounce 1 ounce inload, and man, this thing, and it does have a super super thin handle, but this thing feels heavy with this 1 ounce inload. But then you'll go get a half-ounce inload and it don't feel that way. I mean, it is like really a drastic change. Believe me, I'm all about trying. I always want to try the new companies out, D League, because I want to try everything, and that's how I got started with Short Porch. I mean, he didn't have but two bats. Actually, he had one bat, which was the Big Daddy, and I messaged him and I said, "Hey, dude, I want to review your bat," and he said, "You give me a chance to do it," and stuff, and then that's how I developed a relationship with him. But that's how I did it with a lot of companies. But I mean, I was up and coming. I mean, I was nobody. And I feel like I am. But the yellow bat, which one? Are you talking about the soda pop, Eldorado? This one, the soda pop. We haven't really done a review on it. I've only put about 30 swings on it. If this is the bat you're talking about, but I can tell you, it's hot. Yep, she hot. And there ain't a lot left. They only come in two sizes, like 25 and 26, but they're hot. And Chad, you're right. And a big reason I'm a nobody is I associate with you. But this bat's really good. I don't know what size. It's got to be a 13. It's probably 12 and 3/4. Tell you what though, Dave sent it to me to review, and I'm gonna send it back to Dave. But he said he only put like 10 cuts on it. Now I hit it last night about 30, no Wednesday night 30 cuts or so. Well, that thing's webbed up pretty good. But it's a low bat speed bat. It's not one, especially you big boys. Yes, Eduardo. It's a senior bat, Eduardo. So it's not a U trip bat. But if you want one of their U trip bats, look at the pickle juice. That one's really good. You know, they got a wig popper coming out in the fall, right around September, I think. I got one of those. It's really good. I think it's good. It's got a touch of flex in it. It's a shorter barrel, but what? But but yeah, I will say this, guys. The soda pop. Don't hit the camera, but we'll walk around the other way if you need to. But the soda pop's really good. I'm just saying they don't have a lot in stock, and if you want like a um, low compression bat or low bat speed bat, if you're a low bat speed guy, that's a good bat. I just wouldn't BP it a lot. You know, you guys ain't got any more questions. I've been on here for a while. I've been on here almost an hour and a half. And it's dwindled down from like 30 to 13, so I might need to go. If you guys have lost interest and all, but if y'all ain't got any more questions, I might call it a night. I'll give you the what time's the 9:25. I'll give you like 2 more minutes, and if nobody else wants to talk or anything, we'll go on it. Yeah. What do you want, bud? Say it. Okay. Well, then just go play on your Kindle. What is Hey, later, bud. We'll see you. Good night, man. I appreciate it. Why don't you go get some steps in around the warehouse? Hey, we'll talk to you later, Eduardo. Have a good night. Yeah, the overload underload drills. I tried it. Um, I'll tell you what the Lounge Zinger. It does work. Um, but I will tell you what I started using here recently was the Cam Wood bat, and it's honestly I feel like it's done wonders for me. And it's kind of hand speed and stuff. But I will say like if you're trying to um increase bat speed, but get like a heavier bat, and of course that's I mean heavier bat means, but every every conference guy that I talk to, big names. I mean, you name them all. Uh, they all swing a weighted bat. That's what they swing. That's what they practice with. Every single guy says they swing a weighted bat. Almost every single, and they get like a jimmer stick or a weighted bat. And if you can't swing a jimmer stick, there's another place called at Phantom Sports, and they got one that's called the stick, and it's not as heavy as the jimmer stick. And the jimmer stick can be a little heavy, especially for us senior guys. And I got like a bad shoulder here. I got like a partially torn rotator cuff, and I'm telling you guys, it's not so heavy. It's like 40 ounces, so that's not so bad, but it's evenly distributed. And swing that, man, and it'll do world of wonders. And let's just say you're going over to an overlap grip, it will weight it with the overlap grip will make a difference, in my opinion, too. It helps you because the overlap grip takes a lot longer, but when you get stronger and you're swinging that weighted bat with overlap grip, it does help a lot, in my opinion. Yeah, man, I wear them braces, dude. I got more braces than you know what to do with, Jeff. And I went out to the field the other night. I had my braces. I had everything. Bug spray. I had everything. Didn't take no batting gloves. Worst thing I ever did. And I tell you what, Lounzinger, man, you can find a lot of drills and stuff, and a lot of stuff. You do your research because I'm not the strongest hitter in the world, of course. But go like I don't know if you watch TikTok or if you mess around with TikTok or go on Instagram, and they got their little video clips and Google stuff that you want to learn about like hitting drills or whatever you're trying to change in your swing. I mean, you're going to have a lot of trial and error, but go in there, man, and there's a lot of info out there. I mean, it really is. That's where I've learned a lot of my stuff. And man, I wish I could have found some of the stuff that I know now years ago because it really I think would have helped me a lot. Chad's right. Take steroids. You know, you know. I tried TRT and I couldn't do it. My blood pressure was just too high. But yeah, take a look. Like I said, Lounzinger, look at the Camwood bat. It's not very expensive. I think it's like $100. And what they do on there is just hit it off the tee. You can take a lot of BP with it, but just do it with a tee. But it's something you're going to have to kind of get gradually build yourself into. But everybody's different too. Like body shapes, everything goes into effect. Well, guys, it looks like everybody's dwindling down. Unless y'all got any more questions, how many steps you got to do? 10. Let me see. I think you lying. Dakota ain't got. He's got to get his steps in. He got his steps in because he's trying to prove me wrong. So 10,000 steps, whatever. He's got to get his 10,000 steps every day. Well, guys, if that's it, we're gonna call it a night. And I appreciate you everybody tuning in. And guys, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And Chad, Go suck a bag of dicks, cuz. But you suck, dude.
Yeah, you do, Chad.
I'll see you, Robert. Miss Nikki said, "Hey, Dakota."
She's sick.
Yeah, she's sick too. She got it from old Chad. All right, guys. Well, y'all have a good night. I appreciate it, guys. I guess that's it until next time. Keep hitting it, and we'll talk to you later, guys.